This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Back at New Hampshire, the caution has just come out. Robbie Gordon, running 19th, got spun around up in turns 1 and 2. You see the damage to the right rear of his car. He has continued and rejoined the line of traffic.
I've seen Robbie Gordon going on the inside to make it 3 wide with Greg Biffle in that 29 car. And when he came up in front of the 16, looked like there might have been contact with Biffle. That turned him around.
But backwards, the car needs to turn better in the corners, needs a little more bite, Matt. Frankie Stoddard had to spin. Turn 1 and 2. Greg Biffle, Jeremy Mayfield. Oh, who's that? Tony Stewart. Punched into the side of Greg Biffle's car.
Getting caught up in somebody else's mess.
Man, oh man.
Look at this. Stewart trying to get away, and
There was Biffle. Oh, I see. This is a payback from the earlier spin out with Robbie Gordon.
That's exactly what it is. And like I said, unfortunately, you get guys that have nothing to do with that running for the championship. This is pretty obvious that this was a payback, and this is what needs to be done, and I commend NASCAR for it.
this time they looked at the tapes and said, we're going to penalize Robbie Gordon 2 laps for rough driving. We come back live to New Hampshire as the caution comes out. Scott Wimmer has just been bounced off the wall in turn 4 and is trying to limp his car back around to the pit lane. He was running 20th.
The right front would be a good bulldozer, wouldn't it?
Yep. A little bit too much toe out. We got some help on that one by the 43 car or not. Can't really tell by that angle.
See, in slow motion, it didn't look like he was that hard, but a lot of damage to that right rear.
Said under the caution before they came to pit road, we had 30 laps on our tires, and the car just started to feel good. And Jimmy Finning said, message delivered. They didn't say a word about 2 tires on the radio. They took
trouble.
2 tires on pit road. Trouble on the racetrack, Alan.
Robbie Gordon. And the caution flag is out.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Everybody says the 40 car's coming off. That may. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a bump from the 40 car. And around goes Robbie. Now, if all things are equal, he's got to get the 40 car back, right?
But I bet he doesn't say it on the radio.
Casey got up and led early in this race a couple of times for 31 laps, but really it's just kind of been in the middle of this group ever since then.
And both these cars are battling for that 11th position in NASCAR Nextel Cup points. To win is one thing, but 11th is awfully important.
So things we've seen today. We saw Tony Stewart and Jeremy Mayfield get caught up in somebody else's mess. Ryan Newman went out with an engine failure. And Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth, and now maybe even Earnhardt Jr. running 1, 2, 3 today here in New Hampshire, leading us to round 2 in the 10-round chase for the Nextel Cup. Next Sunday, Dover, Delaware's Monster Mile, 12:30 Eastern Time. Our coverage begins, and we hope you'll be with us for that. Mark Martin, winner at Dover back in June. Remember the Dover race in June with the Ryan Newman spinning, coming on to pit road, and the confusion there, and then the Jimmy Johnson and Casey Kane and Matt Kenseth all getting caught up in that wreck.
When there's oil on the racetrack and the 9 car leading the race hit the oil, I remember that.
Yep. So leader of this race, Kurt Busch, less than 5 laps to go. Kurt Busch began racing at the age of 14. Came up through what they called dwarf cars, and then got into local racing out in Las Vegas with his family.
Dwarf cars very similar to the Legends cars.
Fun
cars, yeah. Elliott Sadler get in another spot. That's the 8th position. Well, those 4 tires have really helped him out.
Michael Waltrip slipping back a spot there. Jimmy Johnson still hanging in there in front of Sterling Marlin. Nothing's changed there. And Elliott Sadler with a good solid points day on the day if you can't win the race.
Boy, Elliott, I don't know if he'll catch Jeff Gordon or not. That's the next car ahead of him.
Restarted 12th with 20 laps to go. And he's running now 8th. So definitely the 4 tires worth it for the 38 car. And Todd Parrott with a good call. Jeff Gordon there, the gap from him back to Elliott Sadler as they race into these final few laps. Kurt Busch already crossed the stripe for 3 to go. Now 2 to go as he comes past, and the white flag will be next time for Kurt Busch. Going to be a dominant day if he can hang on for this next lap and a half. He'll have led 155 of the 300 laps today. Maximum points.
Next year, we got to make him start last. That's all there is to it. When you sweep a racetrack in the season, next year you got to start last.
And a white flag. Final lap at New Hampshire for Kurt Busch.
I think the big advantage for these guys was that nobody did get practice. Nobody could tune their cars in, and these guys had a great race car, so they didn't have a whole lot to do.
Even though he led 110 laps and won the race in July, his crew chief Jimmy Fennig told me this morning they weren't satisfied with the car. They thought other people will have caught up to them since then. They made some changes based on their experience and their knowledge, and obviously they were the right changes to have made. As Kurt Busch sees the checkered flag and begins his chase for the Nextel Cup with a victory. Matt Kenseth second, 2.5 seconds behind. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will finish third. Casey Kane and McMurray rounding out the top 5. While Ryan Newman will finish 33rd. Tony Stewart 39th, and Jeremy Mayfield 35th. Maximum points on the day for Kurt Busch and his team. Marty?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.